Check. Let me take you dancing. Filming, testing, 1, 2.
How many interviews have you done so far? A lot.
I have another one tomorrow.
With who?
Tomorrow night, podcast with UFC people. I don't know, they like a big UFC show. I don't know. I was like, all right, fine, what time? They're like 7:30. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have a hard morning session, my hardest strength and conditioning session, the last one, which I'm so excited for. And then a light jog. And then I was like, dude, I'm gonna be barely finishing up training, you guys. Like, I'm gonna be busted. Like, sorry. And they're like, no, it's real, it's raw. Promotion wise, it just sucks for me because I would like to do all interviews like this. And since I'm so close to the fight, it's like inevitable. Like, you're either gonna catch me like at my best, or you're gonna catch me just straight out of practice after road work and looking like you know what, I'm really grateful for the experience that I've had throughout the years, because at first it was very overwhelming, like, oh my god, this and that, and now I'm just learning to roll with the punches. Like, all right, it's okay, you know, like, I'm good. They either get like good raw footage of me straight out of practice, or if we're not on a crunch, like, I can get ready and I can enjoy myself and I can enjoy. But I do enjoy every part of it though. And that's also the hard thing, I think, is like on social, everyone, if I were to post a photo of just me right now, people would assume and be very mean, you know, like, oh my god, you didn't even train. And it's like, you guys have no idea how I spent the first 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours of my day. Like, I woke up, I walked my dogs, I came back home, I made my breakfast, I had to rush to the gym, got warmed up, had a hard sparring session, ran in 90 plus degree weather in this heat because I have to get a run in. And then I have to do a sauna just to acclimate my body, so when the weight cut does come, I'm not hurting or panicking 10 minutes into the sauna. So there's a lot that goes throughout my day, and people just see a small portion and they assume like, oh, she's living her best life, she's not even training hard. Can I just say I love my job? Like, I love my job. I don't want to come off as I'm complaining. It's more, you know, it's just what it is, and I'm so grateful that this is what I get to do. Like, I'm training. I get to talk and express how my days are going in these interviews, and you guys actually see it, you know, after this. So after morning sparring, I rushed home, got ready, I'm here, and after here, as soon as I'm done, I have to rush to the Footprint Center where I'll be fighting May 7th and promote the fight at the Suns game, and they'll have me there, and then they're gonna take me down, and I'm gonna have to talk to the fans. And by what they told me, they're doing a dunk competition thing, and they want me to be a part of it. Just that, like, all that energy, it is energy, so it is draining, and I'm gonna be so tired and that's why I'm like, coffee, espresso, because I need it. You know, I don't want to show up and give the fans a half-assed Tracy. Like, I'm gonna still go out there and I'm gonna still give them like a good energy, and I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna feed off their energy just like they're gonna feed off of mine. And I want to give them a little taste, like, yo, this is who I am. Come watch me May 7th. Oh my God, where do I even start? So I'm having my camp here in Arizona with my coaches and my team where I started. But when I'm off of camp, I'm now in LA.
Yeah, why? Why
I'm now in LA. So I'm with Brian, and you know, we got engaged, and we had so it's, you know, amazing things happen. We bought a house in Lomita, California, and thank you so much. Thank you. And by the way, me being born and raised here in Arizona, not seeing the market in LA, I'm just like, wow, like, holy shit. Like, this is what? Like, I was just so taken back. And yeah, I could like, living in LA it's very different compared to here in Arizona. But just like my life, I do live a fast life, So it was really easy for me to adjust when I was out there. Coming back from LA here to start camp, I was struggling. I was like, I'm so bored and there's not much to do and this, and me being me, I was like, the coffee shops just suck compared to over there. There's so much things to do, and I'm adjusted here at home now, but I'm going back and forth between, and I'm not going back and forth. I'm having my camps here in Arizona, just because that's where I started my originally my team. But off of camp, I am living in LA with Brian. When I was off season, and I don't want to say off season, but just not in camp, I was training twice a day at least. Twice a day with Brian. I was kind of just going, which we have similar schedules, just different times. He trains wrestling just like I do in the mornings, and then the striking later on that evening, just like me. His time's a lot later than what I'm used to. I get my workouts in and I'm done no later than 5:30, rather than he's resting from 2 and doesn't train again till 7. So I'm training out in LA and over there at the gym that he trains out in Orange County. And it's dope because him being a vet, he's also guiding me along the entire journey. And he sees, this is what he told me. He was like, you're so far advanced. You're about to hit 4 fights in the UFC, and you know so much. He goes, the way you promote yourself and the way you take care of your camps and how you want to be coached. Now you talk to your coaches and how you take the lead as I am the boss of my camp. You know, you guys are my coaches and this is what I need from you guys. He said he recently started doing that. So the fact that I'm already doing it and I'm just starting my career in the UFC as well. So that was just amazing advice to hear from him as well. I genuinely do enjoy it. What is frustrating is having the questions asked that you've already answered previously. Like they'll have sections up 1, 2, 3 of like different like news people, ESPN, Univision, whatever, and they're literally asking you the same questions. I remember my pro debut. I was so nervous. I was like, I don't know what to say. They're like, well, say something I have to fight up, and I was like, well, what do you recommend I say? Right? And I think that's where I fucked up. Because then the guy recommended, he goes, well, tell her, say that she's old and this. And then I was like, all right. You know, I guess like that's what they do. And I didn't know any better. I was like 18. So I'm over here talking bad, and not bad, just talking trash. And that's just not me. And it just came off so wrong and I regret it. And then there's also been a couple times where like, they'll kind of throw like a bone and hoping you'll fetch. And I'm like, no, like I know what you're trying to do, dude. Personally, I don't get a lot of hate. I don't. And the little that I do get on social media, like my own fans defend me. And then next thing you know, it becomes like a thread, and I don't even respond. Like it goes from one person just being a total like just jerk, and then everybody, fucking loser, leave her alone, and they just people defending me, and I don't even have to say nothing.
Yeah, I noticed that your fan base is like loyal.
Yeah,
you know?
I do have a good fan base.
Like, is that like how does that even come about? You know, is it something?
I respond to every single person, and if there's not a response, I at least give them a like. Like, yo, I read your message, you know, I like it. Or if they write something beautiful, I make sure I respond to them, let them know like, yo, I appreciate your time that you even gave me. Let me give you my time in return. You know, and sometimes I'm sitting on the couch for an hour plus responding to 500 comments. And everyone's like, what are you doing? It's like, dude, like I have to. Well, I don't have to, I want to. You know, and I like to think that the fans feel it. So they're constantly just showing me so much love. And I think that's the reason why.
The song that you walk out to?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
That's my walkout song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds very familiar, yeah.
So the reason I first walked out to that song as an amateur, and that was because my mom asked me to. Mija, can you come out to Selena? And she asked me in Spanish, but I was like, oh my God, like, ama no quiero, I don't want to. She goes, oh my, it'll be so beautiful. And everybody was like, dude, it suits you, like it's you, you know? And my middle name is also Rosas, Tracy Rosas Cortez. So when I knew what my mom was doing, and she wanted me to like represent the Rosas part of me. So I did it, and it kind of just, it stuck. It just stuck. I cannot not walk out to that song now. Now, especially now, like that's all my mom. You know, I hear the song, and it's like, for you,
like calm down.
It does. It almost like it brings me like this emotion that I can't even explain. Where it's like okay, I'm meant to be here. I'm supposed to be here. Like it calms me down. It really does. So that's where the rose came about. Everything's good. Everything's been great. You know, camp was hard at first, and I was really struggling. But everything just played out the way it was supposed to play out. You know, my brothers are doing good. My oldest brother, he's living life and working, and he got himself a little puppy. So he has like a little purpose now, you know? And then my other brother, he's doing amazing. He's in the gym every day with me. He's my training partner sometimes. And he fights the week after I do in Jersey. So I was planning on going to a vacation, but after the fight, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna help him still. And then I'm gonna go to Jersey. He asked me to go to Jersey with him. So I'll be going to Jersey, coming back, packing or settling, and then going back to LA.
Nice.
I know, it's a lot. It's so much. Not really. You know, I have to, after my fight, I'm sure a lot of things are gonna come, and I have to get ready for and be there for Brian as well. Whenever his fight comes about, you know, he's been here my entire camp, so. It is good. It's amazing. I was scared about it at first, and I think we both were, just because we both know it's a selfish sport. It's something that when you're in camp, it's all about you, you know, and some people don't have that kind of will to accept. Some people just need that attention, especially when they're in a relationship. And we both respect each other. We both know what we want in life and our goals and dreams, and we both understand, like, yo, I'm not gonna stop chasing and pursuing what I want, nor will I ever ask you to do it. So because there's that mutual respect, like when it's his time, okay, I'm here for you, you know, and when it's my time, like he's been here for me. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, and that's what it is, where we know, like, hey, your success is my success, you know, and like we're not jealous or envious, or it's your time to shine when it's your time, and vice versa. When it's his time, it's his time. So I'm excited. You know, the last interview that we did was, you know, don't quit, and it was a touching one, and I kind of want to. I still stand by that, and I don't want to get emotional, because I was telling Brian, I was like, dude, I remember being a kid, and I love telling this story now. I remember being a kid, I was like 16, 17. I couldn't even afford the ticket. I think someone got it for me, right? And I was with a group of friends, and I was sitting on top of that fucking stadium at the Footprint Center, and looking down and telling my friends, like, yo, I want to fight here one day, right? I don't cry. And life hit me, and you know, the road hasn't been easy, but like, I'm here now. Like, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. stick to that, you know, like don't quit, you know, keep pursuing what you want and chasing your goals, because we're capable of achieving great things. We just have to go for it and not be scared. But that's where I would want to leave my message.
Good. It was great catching up with you, and then we'll close it there. We're gonna go get dressed and now shoot some of the new threads.
The new Cortez gear.
Thanks. Awesome.
Let's do it.
Come home. I've been trying to say that I've been.
You better looking with me on your side. You didn't caught feelings, I see it in your eyes. 5.5 in the shoe, that's your size. Then I had towel, I valet the bride. My pockets got benches, my girl's not friendly and hard. I got plenty, the Lord is who sent me. You want it, come get me. I only make history, you don't gotta tempt me. You fill up that Fenty, I know.